damage control. That's all it is damage control. The news been trying to put and promote this story about Oprah giving money to Morehouse College, I believe, 13 million. I mean, they were trying to push it hard. It was obvious they were trying to push it hard. But if you notice, a lot of black folk out here in social media having given them any props or any high fives, maybe the people that go to Morehouse or maybe to some historically black colleges, but a lot of black folks is not giving her a high five. You know why they wasn't? Because a lot of black folks started to see what I've been yelling for a long time on YouTube. And my personal life that Oprah is a rat. She and her best friend Gail King decided that at the end of this year, instead of going after men who do things generally, they decided to go after black men. Something they've been doing for years and they report. Now, a lot of black folks gave her the benefit of that because she's making money. And sometimes we in society, whether you're black, white, whatever, see people that are making money. We want to live vicariously through them. The same way people are defending in Donald Trump, they want to be like Donald Trump. They want to be rich and be able to say whatever they want. And black folks, we do the same thing, like Oprah and whomever. We live vicariously through them. And a lot of times we rationalize their behaviors. I know you say, well, Harvey, don't you do it when you do your commentaries? Yeah, to a certain degree. Now, if Oprah was out there and she was fair, balanced, and she didn't say and do some of the things she did over the years, I would say she's just like any other human being who makes mistakes and whatnot. But Oprah was blessed. Oprah came to Chicago as a nobody. Back in the early 80s, it wasn't a crap load of black women on TV or black men. But black women were given more of an opportunity than the brothers. Usually the brothers either they read the news, and it's usually in the early evening, or regulate to the weekend like they are now, or they did sports. Black women was able to sit on the anchor chair or go out into the field. And then when Rob Weller left AM Chicago, which was a locally produced talk show, to go to California work for Entertainment Tonight, they needed somebody to fill that seat. All the other people at the station did their tour, and like they're not going back doing that. Now they had to fill in, and they would have to. They said, get the new girl to do it. Oprah was the only black woman on TV at that time. And especially a media market like Chicago, that stood out given the history of the city of Chicago or the Chicagoland area, the media market and whatnot. It was black men and women who watched Oprah, and there was black kids as well. When we didn't have any school, we would look at this black woman on TV, see what she's talking about. I remember, I'm old enough to remember when a show went national. But I remember when she was just the AM Chicago host. Little old studio. Now, Oprah probably felt indebted to the white man at King World. But it's one thing feeling indebted to the people but there was other people that got you to that point too. If black Chicagoans didn't watch you, you would never went national. If Chicago didn't welcome the guests with open arms, or especially in the community that she had her studios, because remember that side of the west side was pretty destitute at a certain point. All they had over there were adult video stores, and they had people go get their produce and meats. There's a movie that showed that part of Chicago. I think it was the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Belushi, if I remember correctly. Was that Red Heat? Whatever that movie was, Arnold Schwarzenegger supposed to have been a Russian. But there's been a lot of other movies that shot around that area and whatnot at that time. But that area was you had not far from there, you had the Chicago Stadium. It was later replaced by the United Center, the house that Michael Jordan built. Ironically, two black folk that worked in that area have gentrified that area and pushed the black folks out of the community. And they have nothing to do with black folks, only on an every now and then basis. Anyways, Oprah Studios, or it was Oprah Harper Studios, that building had a unique history. I come to find out that the Monkees Mickey Dolenz was in Chicago probably about a year or two ago, and he had stated that they shot Daydream Believer at we know as Oprah or was Oprah Studios, because they tore it down. Because McDonald's corporate headquarters occupy that site now. They moved Oprah back into the city last year. Anyways, that studio had history, but in the neighborhood, as I said, the neighborhood was a mixture of white and black. It was not the what we call Skid Row. Well, it used to be called Skid Row on Madison, right on the street that the Chicago Stadium. One still in the United Center now occupies, and there was a lot of blacks in that neighborhood and whatnot. But because the show grew in popularity, the number of celebrities coming back to Chicago, Mary dating them, and Michael Jordan popular, they used that to start gentrifying part of that city, which gentrification is still going on to this day. And Oprah didn't have anything to do with any of that community. She didn't tell a story of gentrification and our community, what's going on, because it was benefiting her. The property values of her studio was going. She didn't care about the other people in that community. Matter of fact, Oprah Studios was on that side of town. She lived on the Gold Coast, downtown area, what they call downtown, what they consider the Gold Coast, part of the Gold Coast, where all the high end stores and stuff, there, all the wealthy Chicagoans live at. With that, well, she was close to a lot of churches on that west side. She decided, let me go all the way to the south side. She didn't go to Reverend Jackson Church. She went to Reverend Wright Church. Excuse me, folks. She went all the way over to the west side. And what happened was that I mean south side. And I always thought it was odd that she lived downtown, not that far from where her studio is at, but all the churches are on the west side. But she came to Chicago, like a lot of people did, and looked down on the very west side. The west side is where her studio is at. And that was one of the things that I didn't like about Oprah, because here it is, you're a transplant for somebody else. You got people that you don't interact with, or you have a business on a different side of town, and you have nothing to do with the people in the community. But then also on the show, when needs to be audience participants, he would do subjects about black men, or get the Klan on. And back when Geraldo had that fight with the Klan on it, all of a sudden all the talk shows like Donahue, Oprah, Sally Jackson Raphael, Jenny, all of them, they stopped having black men on the panels. If you guys didn't notice that, if you did, but they would bring the Klan on. Here is you'll punch the black men, but you still brought the Klan on, which is crazy. You feel, oh, the black guys to be more violent or something, or you don't want to see black men out there observing themselves like that. Okay, fine. Oprah participated in that. Oprah had shows where the audience got raunchy and whatnot. Then she turned around and passed judgment on Jerry Springer just a few years later, because it was kicking her ass in ratings. We all know what she did to Rolanda Watts, who had the Rolanda show. She made sure that ABC station in Chicago that she got to start it would not air Rolanda's show behind her, because a lot of people forget the Rolanda show was on before The View, because that slot after Oprah had all kinds of talk shows coming and going. They made sure Rolanda came on late night in the Chicago media because of Oprah. So there's a lot of shady stuff that Oprah did, and a lot of people gave up the trip blind eye to it, because they didn't want. We don't want to take on this black woman. But then after a while, white women started watching the show, and the show slowly started to morph into what we know it is as a celebrity chat fest, product giveaway show. And every now and then she'd dip into some subjects like race, but she didn't dip it into the way that black folk thought she should have dipped into it. She did it from a like, we should overcome the kumbaya type things. And then she would low key make digs at the brothers in the movement. Well, the brothers in the movement didn't want the women to talk. No, because black men were protective of the women. Because women were the first ones they would attack. But nobody wanted to talk about those things. Then you had all these other Oprah like imitators come on and do the same exact shows where we was getting our butts kicked. And that's why a lot of brothers, our father and grandfather, maybe if you had older siblings, those who old enough were sitting there saying, yo, man, you can't watch Oprah. There's some straight black men that watch it, but majority of black men watch Oprah. Black men who watch Oprah are gay. And you got the sisters out there who's independent. There was the late 20th century, early 21st century new woman and stuff. She was out there saying you don't need it, man. But she had Statman, even though you know what I mean. She don't want to push that down low narrative that they've been pushing in the media the last decade or so. She the one that came up to turn opioids on a show that white folks are glammed on, saying we have an opioid crisis. Now you have a drug crisis that finally showed its ugly head in your community, but you want to give it a different name. You don't want people saying, wait a minute, why y'all fighting drugs like this now, but it's criminalizing when it comes down to us and still doing it? Oprah was a part of all those things. And I mentioned this before in videos, but they're repeating again because a lot of our people have short-term memories. Oprah donated money to people to scholarships. Yeah, people she handpicked. She may have donated some money, but not a large sum of money. Something that she can write off or to keep people from the black community for criticizing their ass. The other day, the media was pushing this. She gave $13 million. That's the biggest, maybe not. Mr. Cosby and Michael Jackson gave a lot more. Prince gave a lot more. They just didn't go around bragging about it. Stuff came out over the years that Prince donated money here, Michael donated money here, but Bill Cosby was the one who was doing it a lot more frequent than anybody else. But the media don't want to acknowledge Bill Cosby. Black America want to run away from Bill Cosby because white America said it, but I'll get into that in another video. But the thing is, Oprah, all of a sudden now she donating money. Out of all these years, she donating money to historically black college. All these years, you've heard black universities struggling. Colleges even had to shut down. See, now all of a sudden she's doing it. You know why she's doing it? Damage control. Because earlier this year, her and her best friend Gail, they decided they feel like they want to go after black men. She took on Michael Jackson because she'd been doing shit and Michael Jackson off and on for years. Gail decided let's go join the R. Kelly witch hunt. Now I know y'all gonna say, oh, you proving R. Kelly. Now I am seeing what the media and what law enforcement and the legal system is doing to R. Kelly. Harvey Weinstein is and them still walking around scot free. Michael Jackson is dead. This year was going to be the 10th anniversary. Motown had all these different venues had plans to celebrate Michael Jackson. But when that documentary came out, that Hatchet Job came out, and Oprah Amen, and all people, why did Oprah Amen? Oprah didn't come out when Oprah 70 Heaven was accused. She didn't come out with her, oh, that's right, she's friends with all these people. She wasn't friends with Michael Jackson. But I had told y'all for years Oprah didn't like black men. Or a certain type of black man. Oh, she loved a Barack Obama and a Cory Booker and Stedman, a boyfriend Stedman. What do they all have in common? Same skin types. Same acceptance about the so-called dominant. Think about it for a second. Woman lived in Chicago 30-some years and never endorsed any black politicians in Chicago, male or female. All of a sudden, Obama gives a speech. Now she's up under Barack Obama. Well, they went to the same church. I highly doubt they ain't did the same service. She didn't give Barack Obama no time. She didn't give him no time because if he was, he would have been on the show. She would have pushed him years ago. It wasn't until white folk discovered him. Oh, what about the sister she came in? Damage control. Oprah knew that black women, and not the sycophants, but the majority of black women started having issues with because of that Monique thing. I had told y'all that Monique wasn't exaggerating on Oprah. There have been people who left comments who live and still living in the Chicago area, say y'all don't know Oprah. We know. People in Chicago do not like Oprah. White folk tolerated her. But if you ever watch the news cast, and they say her name, it's like they want to put a bullet through their head. I'm not exaggerating. This chick couldn't get out of Chicago fast. She had nothing to do with the citizens of Chicago, especially Black America. So this is why she didn't stick around, because if she go to California and befriend, and look, even other nights she's at Tyler Perry Studios, but no, when she's not around Black folk, like she partner with white folk. Everything she does was white folk. Look at all the white folk that she made household names: Josh Groban, Nate Burkus, Rachel Ray, Dr. Field, Susie Ormond. Old girl that came up to Spanx, she made her a millionaire overnight. How many Black people went on her show and they tried to become millionaires? She didn't push their shit. She barely did it, if she did it because she didn't want to look like she was catered to a particular group. One white cattleman was going after her 20 years ago. She was going to lose everything. By the grace of God, she got through that. And it's people in the Black community was cheering her, but she has nothing to do with the community. This $13 million is a tax write-off. This is damage control because she knew she went too far. She started going on TV going to Trevor Noah. It was a bunch of hateration. That's what she was saying. It wasn't people hating her. It was people saying that, how dare you kick a dead man when he's down, when this man gave you the opportunity to make you legitimate. Remember, she was popular, but when Michael Jackson did her interview, even though she insulted him, that's when people started taking her serious. That's when her show was able to truly transition to a celebrity cat fest. See, those of you who were born in the 80s or the mid to late 80s, y'all have no memory of Oprah like she was. I told you guys a story where I was in high school and I come to find out through these videos that I wasn't the only one from the Chicago area who were high schools were writing to Oprah Winfrey. She worked in media, and my mind was working like, well, she works in media. She was a reporter. Maybe she can help give us some pointers, or maybe she can donate. They can donate old equipment because every year for years they get new equipment. The technology, even back in the 90s, was moving at light speed. Okay, or it would be cool that when a show is not shooting, can we come work behind the scenes, or can we intern do something like that? They turned us down flat. They did stories with white kids, with the white kings was coming to Oprah behind the scenes. I saw the shows, and I'm just scratching my head like, Black kids communicate with her. She don't communicate. But the only Black kids that she did eventually communicate was in Africa. They wanted better. They wanted harder than American kids. They don't have the same issues that we have. Doesn't mean stop kidding ourselves. Then we asked her, can she come to the school? Now, mind you, the school I went to, probably about, if with traffic and all, about 15-minute drive, if that, from where her studio is at. Could be bothered. But the school that was maybe 5 minutes down from where my school was at, she went. And it was noticeable to those in our community. Like, wait a minute, she goes to their school, but couldn't come to our school. Oh, that's right. It was a private school. I guess she felt that if you're paying to go to school, that means you're really a better student. But the irony among irony is that the Black kids who went to that school, their parents or grandparents, whomever, watched her show religiously. But I remember people say, "Oh, Harvey, you just don't like her because she's a rich Black woman." I said, "No, I have nothing to do with her gender. It had nothing to do with her being Black. It just that she was a rotten, she was a nasty person." Because if anybody been downtown or even saw glimpses of her, she didn't want to. She would sign a few autographs here, and then she would dismiss other people. Basically, what Michael Jordan did. This is why I'm not a fan of Michael Jordan like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I respect what they've gotten to a certain point because it took some skill to get. She had to have some talent to get where she was at. But she didn't get there by herself. Like Michael Jordan, he had to have skill to get where he's at, but he didn't get there by himself. But to sit back and attack somebody, and you hear your friend do the same thing, and people not put two and two together, like, wait a minute, why are these well-known black people going after just these black guys? All these white guys that he was talking about first, you ain't said a damn thing about them. Because we're easy, people want to believe us to be the bad guys of the story. It's easier to sell us. Remember, she criticized Nate Parker too. Gayle King criticized Nate Parker. Oprah didn't go wrap her arms around Nate Parker when he did birth, when they first heard about Birth of a Nation. If she did that, Nate Parker would have been inoculated. She had nothing to do. But all of a sudden, she know Lee Daniels, she know Tyler Perry, she know all the gay or suspected gay directors. Tyler Perry, I think he's gay. And Lee Daniels is gay, but Lee Daniels talked all kinds of crap about black women to Wolf Blitzer just before Empire premiered. A lot of people started discovering Oprah gave that speech at the was that at one of those award shows the year before last, or was it last year? The time can go by so damn fast now, and it was like wow, she using this black woman that was raped so many years ago. She using her to try to cover without basically talk about white men, but not talk about white men. But she's using that sister's pain. A woman that she never talked about, a woman that we've heard over the years, and people like, oh, you heard the story, but she never talked about on the show. She could have easily did a show about that instead of going after Michael Jackson. She could have talked about the black women who were raped or names maligned in the media. She didn't go there. She decided, let me go just take this dead dude again. But this time it was different. People outside were not playing Michael Jackson music. Oh, we're not going to put his cartoons. We taking his cartoons out, no reruns. Or we pulling off the DVD. They all of a sudden everybody. And you had people that was friends of Michael Jackson because Oprah got behind it and endorsed it. All of a sudden people was defending Michael. Now all of a sudden, well, he could have done it. Corey Feldman for years was defending Michael. After death, he said Michael never did these things. Only one that never flipped on Michael Jackson was Macaulay Culkin. Emmanuel Lewis didn't flip. But Tatum O'Neal, Sheryl Crow, all of them, they all had something negative to say. And Oprah gave them cover to do it. This is why some black men look at black women with disdain. They're like, you are women. We're not telling you to defend bad behavior. If it was evidence that Michael did what he did, of course it should be brought to light. But the thing was, it was no evidence. Even when he was alive, they raped this man home. Even the FBI said, yo, he didn't do it. Diane Diamond, Gloria Allred, all people, notice they all white women of a certain background, all of them for damn near 30 years decided they was going to destroy this man's life. You had NBC to do specials about Michael Jackson's forever changing face. They don't do that. They didn't do that with nobody else. But Oprah, she legitimized them by going in like, yeah, I think Michael did it. Even though it was proven that these dudes were only saying this stuff because they can get a piece of that pie from his estate. Oprah supposed to be a reporter. She didn't go ask no probing questions. She sat there like, She legitimized them. You had people in Europe who came up with the term wacko jackal said, no, this ain't right. Lionel Richie, ex-wife, pointed out something that a lot of us, everyday people have been pointing out, but they don't listen to us. They just call us sycophants. They say, you're fanatics. Y'all just love Michael Jackson. No. There are quite a few black celebrities that I've been critical of or have done things that I don't like. My thing is, Michael had been attacked in life. He's been attacked in death. And a lot of people saw it. And then the whole thing with Monique came to light again. And I can tell you, I said, yo, she's treacherous. This woman's a billionaire. She gonna tell Monique, You know, they need to get to such and such and promote a film, but do it on her own dime. They would never told no Mariah Carey to pull that. How Mariah Carey would say, what? What? Who are you? Her agents in this, they would say, you know, Oprah Winfrey trying to tell Mariah Carey to go blah, 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 blah. Mariah Carey was also in the film, but Monique was a star. Monique won an Academy Award for playing a character that a lot of us in the community, especially black men, like, but we know those people exist, but why do they always got to do those films with us? Oprah pushed Halle Berry, Monster Ball. Well, and it's like, and some people sitting there like, why is Oprah pushing these things to show us in a derogatory manner? Every time Oprah acts, she act with the same, I don't know accent, like we all talks like to be this and stuff. That mammy accent. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, why are we not paying attention to what this woman is doing? Everybody that's black ain't on the same page, folks. Y'all defended her, but y'all threw Cosby under the bus. Now she said, let me get 13 minutes. I got to do damage control. Let me get this. She could have gave quite a few schools some serious infusion of cash. She picked one school in particular. I'm telling you why she did. Damage control. She knows she messed up, and she know a lot of brothers out here that say, we told you so. This sister don't want to have nothing to do with us. Everything she partnered with is white. Don't believe me? Check this image out. Oops, sorry. Who you see in the image? Her and Gail. But the thing is, who else also in that image with her and Gail? Some of the people gave Michael Jackson the blues. Paul McCartney dead right in the middle. Paul McCartney was bitter for years. Michael I used to make fun of Michael because he thought Michael was stupid. He was going to use Michael. You should public should know the Beatles catalog. He wanted Michael to say, "Hey, Paul, let's go ahead and buy the Beatles catalog together. You put your money out." But no, Michael was so damn rich. Michael said, "Screw that." That's why they hated Michael Jackson because he wasn't dumb as everybody thought he was. Remember, he used to watch Barry Gordy. His father was a business-minded man. People talk about uneducated Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson knew enough money, knew to get his boys contracts and whatnot. And before Michael died, Michael wanted his father right there by him. I want you to think about this for a second. Gayle King next to the Bruce Springsteen. Gayle was only popular because her friend Oprah brought her along. But notice you don't see no black man in this picture. They only like Oprah because she knows she can generate money, and they know Gail will go along and she'd be the hatchet man if she got to at times. And two black men been under criticism this year. I mean, we know just Smollett, but I'm talking about brothers that was influencing the music industry. Everybody knew about R. Kelly woman past or checker past, but they was all bumping and grinding with him. I hear you calling and all this other stuff. And when R. Kelly got in trouble, what did they do? They all ran. See, this is the problem I have with some people. How you gonna sit there and work with somebody and you don't hear all these rumors, and then all of a sudden somebody says, "Let's go make a documentary." Because they've been making documentaries for the last years. You got documentary on Chris, you got a documentary on Tiger Woods, you got a documentary on Kanye West, you got a documentary on Bill Cosby. I mean, all of a sudden this is how they determine black men guilt. And Oprah participated, her and Gail participated in it. But she think 13 million folks will just get her right with the black community. Maybe with some blacks it did. But I'm dead serious. If I ever saw Oprah in person, I would just look at her and walk away. Her and Gail gets no respect from me because the crap that Oprah been pulling for years. And I know people laugh when I do. I told you so. I told you. So. Yeah, I've been right. This is why, Cricket, you gotta stop paying attention to what people say and do. Oprah is dangerous. She's a baby boomer from the body that feminist bull crap. Ask yourself why does she work with Black American females more? But she used Black American females to help get ratings for a network that wasn't even catered to Black women at first. Then she said, "Let me go get the Black gays and Black women on my side." They gave me a confidence, they gave me a buffer. And I told y'all, I said, "Don't be a fool, don't be stupid." This woman is she learned over the years. She learned. White folk tried to destroy her, but she still went around. Let me phrase that: racist whites with a motive tried to destroy her. She's only doing this 13 million now is because she know that Black America looking at her sideways. That she know white America after a few minutes they move on to the next shiny new Black person. Oh, they keep Oprah around because she still generate money from them. But Oprah, she getting older, and the people that watch her growing up or watched her as an adult back in the day, they're up in age now. And those of us my age and just a little bit older, we know how we feel about Oprah. And the young kids, they just might know, oh, that's Oprah Winfrey. They're not gonna look at her the same way. So she said, let me make myself relevant. Let me keep partnering up all these different Caucasian men and women. What bothered me when she was talking about R. Kelly or Reese Witherspoon on Entertainment Tonight, and they never badmouth any of the white dudes. Some of you sisters out here don't want to admit to it, but Oprah has done a lot of damage the last 30 years. She's done a lot of damage to our community. And this year, you just got to sit there and say, why did Oprah and Gail go after just Black men? She did that same thing Tawana Burke did. I'm gonna go after Black men. We get blamed for every freaking social ill on the planet. And then when the brothers who are actually out there are not doing that, still get lumped in that group. But when you look at this image right here, this image is powerful to tell you who Oprah want to be around and who the moving shakers are. Oprah didn't come out to defend Bill Cosby. She like she didn't know Bill Cosby. I mean, I want you to think about that for a second. All years Cosby go on her show, he didn't say nothing. She didn't say that don't sound like the Bill Cosby I know. But I already know when ever went that far. If they wouldn't even went there. Gayle King, oh, Bill Cosby, he need to come out and say something. Then her co-worker Charlie Rose had dirty secrets. Matt Lawler, they didn't do an expose on them and all that stuff. They didn't call out Les Moonves. Les Moonves was documented, and everybody knew he went after Janet Jackson, screwed her career up. When Janet was on tour, she was doing small venues. She wasn't doing a 90 Cent or Austin Arena. She was doing Chicago theater. People say, well, that's a nice, no. Compared to the stadium she was selling out. They didn't go after Justin Timberlake. They went after Janet. And Oprah had a t-shirt. She said, why are they doing it? When Don Imus called them black college players nappy hoes, Oprah had them on TV. Gotta forget, wait a minute, dude called them nappy hoes. But you tripped on Jay-Z, and I'm not a fan of Jay-Z like that. You tripped on Jay-Z and about using the word bitch, but then I just called them nappy-headed hoes. Then you had the black female coach in them on, they forgive. I'm like, wow. You're telling black women to stand down when she's abused by other people, but my brother, look at him sideways. You don't know your place. You don't respect me. So she figured the damage control. Everybody's done commentaries and been talking about it now. Now they said, oh, she's a lot of fucked up now. So me out here and do damage control. Well, what can I do? Let me get somebody to a black cop here and make it shut up. Don't invest in infrastructure in the black community. She said, let me go give it to the black university. And she figured, I know what they're going to do. Them Negroes not going to invest or work with them Negroes in the city. That's why when I hear Roland talking about these frats and sorority, I'm like, they don't work nowhere near the people that actually want to make them rich or have helped them get to the where they were supposed to be. See, we keep talking about white folks and their classes, and when we do the same thing in our community. If a black man was doing what Oprah was doing, he would get rarely criticized all around. A white folk quick to throw black men like, yeah, you thought you were being white. They don't never say that about black females. They don't do it. They need sisters in their corner. Like, look how the Democrat Party been giving them to reach around. It's the black woman's going to say, the black woman did this. I came out of Joe's last midterm election. And when they realized that, it's like, okay, we got to take them down a peg. Let's go after any black woman in leadership positions. That's why they went after Tamika Mallory and them over that women's thing. The day after Donald Trump was sworn in, how it went worldwide. That was black women that did that. And that sister, they said, well, we gotta demonize her. Oh, we know. She knows Minister Farrakhan. Oh, she's with to save the day. She's anti-Semitic. Oprah could easily came out and did a talk show about those things in our community. She didn't do it. Me and my father was talking about it would never let a black man get that big as Oprah. It wouldn't happen because a brother would turn around and do what Tyler Perry did. That's the difference between. I mean, think about it. Hammer tried to do it. Oprah and them was making light of it. I want you to think about that. Remember when Michael Jordan was on there and Charles Barkley and them, they was basically cracking on poor people. Hammer tried to do that, but she cried for Tyler Perry. And she need Tyler Perry. She need that viewing audience to sustain her, to give her cover. I remember I was doing how people say Harvey Joe's a lot of black. I'm like, I don't know, y'all ain't paying attention. This chick had nothing to do with y'all. Y'all forget all the women she helped make household names white. Her producer of her show was white. Remember that old girl Bethany Starr lied and said that she was attacked by a fictitious black woman? Oprah was going to fly out to Chicago, but there was no white reporter sitting there. Wait a minute, something don't smell right. I remember even saying to myself, something don't smell right. Sisters don't commit crimes like that. Oprah believed her. Then when Oprah realized that, she rescinded the invitation, y'all forgot all about that. So a $13 million tax write-off ain't endearing me with her. And I'm pretty sure it's not endearing her with a lot of other brothers and sisters. Consider what she did this year and her friend did right along with her. We need to understand something right now that Oprah Winfrey is treacherous as hell. She is treacherous as hell. And I'm going to tell you, and y'all can sit there and say, there's a black girl talking about, I'm not attacking her. I've defended black women, but you sit there and see black women her age go out here and cut brothers' throats and realize it was black men that helped open the doors for her about marching, being harmful. See, we don't want to talk about all this. We want to dance around it. When you see this type of picture right here, it should tell you what kind of woman this chick is. Y'all was out here just attacking Monique. I like Monique ain't lying about Harvey. You don't know. I'm like, okay. You didn't watch this woman like we did. You know, when they talk about Oprah Black Chicago, they never talk about Black Chicago. Because a lot of people in Black Chicago, we know the real Oprah. We know how trendy she is. She's nasty. There been black people over the years have grown to this woman, and you ain't help us out. Just appearance will help. Will inspire people. Nope. Also, she on TV. You know, you inspire people by being that's why Jay-Z said, my presence. He got that shit from her. Let me say this again. Oprah Winfrey, what she and her friend did this beginning of this year was treacherous. For her with Michael Jackson more so because he's not to defend himself. All these years I've been on YouTube and I've been yelling about her, y'all, whoa, and now y'all, some people say, damn, dude, you was on point off from the start. I keep telling you, I don't know if I got good perception of things or whatever you want to call it, the third eye, but I know when somebody's lying or somebody's being manipulative. I know it. It's obvious. I'm like, duh. Did you not see it? And Oprah, like, people hateration. No, 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 no. We saw how treacherous you were. The Jackson family had been respected. They said they disappointed her, but they stopped it at that point. So those of us who are fans of Michael, fans of the truth and fairness and balance, what you want to call it, it's our job to call her out, put out her history. God don't like ugly. It may not hit Oprah in her lifetime. She may go on to another lifetime, may never hear her. But somebody in her family, or somebody that she knew, is going to hit them. But I'm tell you right now, while we here, I'm telling you, these Negroes, they get in front of these cameras and want to speak for us, who have done nothing but manipulate and use our community, they need to be called out. Oprah's one of them. Get no TV crying over Tyler Perry new studio, or get no TV acting like she's so enamored with our people. She's not. There's a reason why she liked Tina Turner. Tina Turner, she moved to Switzerland. Tina Turner had nothing to do with Black America. But it was Black America that made her who she was, and her ex-husband, Ike Turner. Tina gets different interviews. Well, I had nothing to do with it, I got to do with it. Oprah was pushing that movie. Like, yeah, I beat her. I beat her. I beat her. She kept this drumming that beat. So now every time you turn around TV shows, even though you got people who I don't know who the hell Ike Turner. Yeah, Ike Turner. You got Ike Turner. I watch TV shows where Ike Turner's name has been dropped. Like, what the hell's Ike Turner's name being dropped in this show? Because in the 90s, Oprah led this charge. She put certain shows on. Every time somebody write a book, she get her lawyers, they shut it down. She put a Donald Trump and shut it down. And she gave different accounts of her growing up. She's questioning black men who stepped outside the community, but she stepped out of the community more than once. This is the problem I have with Oprah Winfrey. So 13 million doesn't clean up any of the crap that she said and done. It's just a tax write-off and a PR stunt.